fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the... As they put a stop to that return at the 22. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Buying some time. He's got it. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To the air, it's Sellers. He'll take a shot. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Running back searching for a hole. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Back to pass. Complete to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
A strike downfield.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play. And I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the ground with the back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Falls and fires complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Line is set on 3rd down. To the air, it's Manning. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The option look. The give to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the 1st down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that 1st down. Nice job, great nose for the 1st down.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. The ball's free. Offense scoops it up and still going. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. The run from the shotgun. Turning it on! And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Now they'll run it on the toss. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll run the counter. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, this running back has been the only guy obviously who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Leaves it with the back. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Looks as if he's going to run it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Makes the catch. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Swings it out to the flat. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space. Take advantage of it. Get it to my running back. Let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
Gonna look downfield again. Here comes the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the Longhorns will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. He breaks a tackle.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Boards up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback adapted. Makes the grab. Across the 25, he's got room. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. From the gun, the ground game. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. As they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And the Longhorns are on the move. Back to pass, it's Manning. Quick completion on the out route. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Longhorns! He got a step and just dusted the field. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback as you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught near the sticks. It's Bennett. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Leaves it with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Gamecocks are in the red zone. They'll ride the hot hand. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
In the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass, it's Sellers. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Buys a little extra time. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. Makes a grab on the shot. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire.
There he goes! A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Bennett. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Bennett. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. They'll immediately call timeout. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Starting to feel a little pressure. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella tight end.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And that is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to do it here in the 1st half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. And the Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the 2nd half with a run. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
With the catch, it's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Longhorns come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Looking for more room. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I'll tell you, you love linebackers that are good against the run, but how nice is it when you've got a guy that can sit in zone coverage like he can and not just pick it off, but find his convoy and take it to the house. That is a game-changing play.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
That makes the score South Carolina 21, Texas 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Manning. It's complete to the left. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. You've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
He'll set up to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. He's at the 50. Past the 30. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line.
And that is a massive momentum-shifting play that completely flips the field. Offense is in the red zone. Bad decision, poor throw. It gets picked off. And how about the return all the way back to the opponent's red zone? That was incredible.
The Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Got room to work. Turning it on. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Now adjusting. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field, and he just didn't have it there.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. He'll try to get it through the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. On the move at the 30. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Texas! And that one will give him the lead.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on a 61-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Find some fresh air. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
South Carolina, 21.
They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Gamecocks in the hurry up.
And after for that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up. Defense has to be ready.
Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Going to try to get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Gets open down the middle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback running on the draw. He's stopped short, and it's 4th down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Trying play action. Looking for space to the left. Touchdown, South Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Got his man in the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the Pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
The Longhorns line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Give to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The play-action fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Keep it on the ground. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. The give on the option.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Rides to back and leaves it. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Gamecocks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Tight end now in motion. Gives it on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's the handoff. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. They love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. This one sails through just inside that left upright. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Manning. Grabbed in the middle, it's Baxter. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a shot. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's a big stop for this defense, and more importantly now, it puts them in a huge position. I want to use that clock as my friend. I got to take away the sidelines. I can't give up a big play and let them get a sideline and then sneak that field goal unit on. Got to make sure I understand where that yard is to get to where they want to kick the field goal.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. Number one team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent. And this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were number one, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season. And you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't happen again.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.